Hello, and welcome to Cooking with Ed. I'm your host, Ed Newhouse, and today we'll be making Tortellini Alfredo. Well, I think that's what it is. This is tortellini, and I'm going to have some Alfredo sauce. And I think the naming convention for Italian pastas, as opposed to other pastas, is the name of the pasta and then the sauce you're putting on it. I think that's it. I don't know. So at tortellini, I'm going to make some Alfredo. So the first direction on here, it says, is to heat 6 quarts of water to a boil. And according to Google, there's 4 cups in a quart. And so that means 24 cups. I mean, nobody's got time for that. Nobody. So I'm going to put, here's my pot. So I'm just going to fill this to like here, you know. And what I'm going to do is cook it, well, no. We'll get past that. So first, let's put some water in this. Oh shit, I really should have. Well, I have some dirty dishes in my sink right now. Like anybody else. There we go. Normally I clean that out. So I'm just going to fill that up until it's about where I want it at. Yep, that's it. Pasta is a relatively easy dish to make, I would say. And it's relatively cheap to buy, too. That seems about good. You want to get it to the point... One thing I keep in mind while I'm filling something up indiscriminately is that I don't want to put so much water in that if it boils over, it's going to just spill everywhere. I mean, it's probably going to spill everywhere anyway, but might as well. So let me just set this down while I grab this pot. So, there's that. Going to put that on. Put that on medium high and put the fan on as always, and we'll just wait for that to boil and I'll be right back. That looks done. It's not perfect, but it's kind of hard to screw up boiling something. I mean, I have, but it just needs to be hot water, and you need to cook it in there long enough for it to be hot. Yeah. So this is our tortellini. I'm not making the Cinnamon Toast Crunch today. That is a separate venture. So let's just dump that in there. Try not to splash any on yourself. That's all of it. Now the back of this says to cook for 3 minutes, but then I didn't put in 6 quarts of water. I put in indiscriminate amount of water. So I'm just going to cook this. It says 555 now. I'm going to cook this for 5 minutes. The way you'll know when it's all done is if all of the tortellinis are floating at the top. Now right now we only have some of them, but we need all. So I'll just let that go. Put that on. What I've learned is that putting the lid, for some of the good vocabulary, I can't remember simple words sometimes. What I know is that because I put the lid on, that's going to make it cook, it's going to keep the heat in. That's what lids do. So next we're going to make the, while that's cooking, we're going to make the Alfredo sauce, which is a rather simple process. Going to rip the top off. Really not a wrong way, well there's a wrong way. There's a wrong way to do everything. It's just there's more wrong ways to do some things than there are wrong ways to do other things. I normally find the wrong way to do things. Alright, so you got your sauce there. We're going to grab a plate and put this on there. We're going to grab a paper towel and put it there. So that's your thing. You're going to put this in the microwave for, I should remember this, 2.5 to 3 minutes. Yeah, that sounds right. I always go with the higher one because I always seem to undercook things more so than overcook them. So now I just wait for that. So how y'all been? Y'all been good? It's been some tough times here at Cooking with Ed headquarters. We've had a lot of laughs, but a lot of heartbreak and a lot of bad things. Now this is done. I took a sample of one and it seemed pretty done. So we're going to turn the oven off, turn the fan off, and we're going to now drain this pasta. I have in the interim cleared the sink so that I have room for my strainer here. Take this. Don't need pot holders. That's surprising. I was about to burn myself, I thought. Oh, look at that steam. There's that. Let's let that drain a little bit. Shake it up a bit. Look how steamy that is. That's going to totally screw up the camera further. I'll take care of that. Next thing you do, you dump this back in the pot so that we can mix it with the sauce. 1 second. Just need to... There we go. Now that's neat. Okay. I'll put this over here so it's not on a hot burner. Oh yeah. Thanks to my aunt and uncle for giving me that pot holder. So we've got this here. This is our sauce. And this is really hot. So I'm going to need to use 2 hands for this. Shoot. And what you do is you take your sauce and you dump it in the pot. Oh, that's good stuff. So now you've got that there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to mix this all together so that the sauce coats everything, you know, there. I think it was Mitch Hedberg, the late great Mitch Hedberg, who said chicken, what is it? Shoot. Something Alfredo. Fettuccine Alfredo is like macaroni and cheese for adults. And I find that to be very true. Because Alfredo sauce is just, it's a very basic sauce. It's just cheese and, I don't know, fat or butter. I don't know what the hell's in it. I've never made it. But it tastes like just cheese, which is fantastic. So, I don't even know what this is. I think this is just like a little bit of excess tortellini. Oh, that is fantastic. For cooking with Ed, live in your house at New House.